I'm Scott with Marc's Mobility. Today we're going over how to change the batteries in the Quantum Edge 3 Stretto, so stay tuned. Today we're going over how to replace the batteries in the Quantum Edge 3 Stretto. Before we begin, be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And then if you're interested in batteries for this unit, we do sell those. I do have a link in the description for the batteries for this particular unit. Be sure to use that link. These take a very specific set of batteries that you wouldn't use on the other Quantum Edges. So check that link if you're interested in ordering batteries for this unit. We do ship them all across the United States. So here's the Edge 3 Stretto. The only tools you're going to need is just a 10mm Allen wrench for the battery terminals. Unless you get some weird battery brand, that might be like 7/16, but most of the ones I see are 10mm. At least the ones that we ship from here are. Another thing about the Stretto is that unlike some of the other Quantums, when changing the batteries, if the batteries are dead and your seat lift is in the way, you can actually access the batteries from the rear and the front. So I'll go ahead and show you how to take the batteries out of the unit first. So first, I'll show you how to take the batteries out of the front. If you have a seat lift or a tilt on the unit, I like to have it up and out of the way so you can access this easier. So in order to take this front plate off, there's these two levers. You're going to push both of them in. They will click, that plate falls forward, and then you can pick it up. There's your batteries right there. There's two batteries in this unit. They do go sideways in the Stretto. That's how they get such a narrow profile on this chair. So then from there we could just access the batteries and slide them out of here. You would unplug, there's two of these connectors. Now, if the batteries in your unit are dead and you don't have a seat lift already lifted and they're just kind of sitting in the way and you can't get this off, you can actually access the batteries through the back of the unit as well, which I'll show you next. So here's the back of the unit. It's a little bit trickier than the front, but again, if your seat lift is all the way down, you can access this very easily. There is two yellow tabs on each side of this black plastic shroud. We're going to push the tabs out. That allows you to remove this back cover. And now we have this rear brain box in our way, but they actually installed a little door in here. Sometimes there's a button. In this case, there is a tab right there. So I've seen a little silver switch before. I believe this is a newer unit, so it looks a little different, but there's always a switch, see? Then that allows you to open this little door, and now we have access to the batteries from back here. So I'm going to go ahead and take the batteries out. I'm going to unclip that. So these stay in here. These are attached to the batteries, and then you can just slide them out. There's two batteries in the unit. There's another one up front, which I'm going to take out from the front. It's just a little bit easier, and that's where my plug is. But I've got this one battery out. You would do both batteries at the same time. You're not going to just change one battery. You're going to have to do both. They do come in a pair. So now here's our battery. We want to take these cables off because you're going to use these on your new battery. So we're just going to remove our terminal covers. I'm going to grab my 10mm wrench and we're going to just take these out. Now the Stretto needs these recessed posts. So these are the screws that go into the battery, not the ones with the flag post where the bolts go through. Those will not fit in the Stretto. It's just not tall enough to accommodate those batteries, so you need these flat tops. Like I said, there is a link to these batteries in the description if you need to order them. Once those are out, our cables have been disconnected, and then we're going to attach them to the new battery. So here's our new battery. We're going to make sure these are out. They will usually come, if you order from us, these are in a box, then there's a cardboard cover, and these are in a little bag in the middle of the cardboard cover. So you'll take those out, and then go ahead and line up your negative to your negative, so black to black. It is color coded, which is nice. We'll just start those by hand threading. And positive to positive. And I like to run my cables this way, not this direction, just because I feel like it fits a little bit better in there. Then we'll go ahead and grab our 10mm wrench. Make sure these are good and tight. Don't forget, these do come with a lock nut and a washer. Let me show you real quick. So yeah, so you got a lock nut and then a washer on here. So make sure you put those on. Those are going to keep these terminals tight and prevent them from getting loose. I'll just go ahead and tighten that. And put our terminal covers back on. Make sure you do both batteries. Now we're going to add our new battery into the unit. Again, I like to connect these before putting the battery in. It's way easier than having that battery in there and you don't have anywhere to work with your hands. These cables are going to sit to the side of the battery. There is enough space width-wise for that. So I like to connect it and slide it in. I also like to do one from the back, one from the front. It's a little bit easier to connect. You can do both from the back and you can do both from the front. So I'll slide that in. I've already got the first battery in. This is the second battery. Again, it just slides like that and you just can kind of shove those in the side. Like I said, there is enough room. Once that's in, this little gate will close. Make sure it latches shut. Then we'll put our shroud back on. Remember, these cables go through that little notch on the right-hand side. So we'll line it up. And you kind of push it in, then flip these two yellow tabs back into place. There's one on each side. There we go. So that holds it in place. And now I'll go ahead and close the front compartment too. And now closing the front compartment is also pretty easy. Like I said, you can do both batteries from the front or both from the back. I just find it easier to do one of each just because you don't have to reach around and work around and get these plugs organized. So basically there's two little tabs. It's gonna go into those little slots. You're gonna be able to line it up like that. And then these two click back in place. So that is secure, and now our batteries have been replaced. This has been how to change the batteries in the Quantum Edge 3 Stretto. If you have any questions on how to do this, or if you need to order batteries, give us a call or visit our website at www.marcsmobility.com. I hope this video is helpful for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps out our channel, and thank you for watching.
Hi, I'm Mark.
And my name is Alex. We're co-owners of Marc's Mobility.
I started this company in 1995.
We sell many products, not just what you see in this video. If you have any questions or concerns, please call us at the number below at 800-677-6293. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.